Hey there all YouTubers. Today I want to do a quick test using my new exhaust fan, and I want to use mulberry wood. Now mulberry wood doesn't coal very well, but I want to try it and see if using the fan makes any difference, and if I'm able to maintain a hot coal bed using the mulberry. So right here I got some very thin splits of apple and some thin splits of mulberry, and that's what we'll be using today. Mostly mulberry, but a little bit of apple mixed in. Alright, you guys know how I do it. I use the clean burn basket and I use the torch. That's right, the torch. Alright, after a couple minutes there, we got those small splits lit. Close the door here. Turn on the fan. Turn on the fan. Let it start going. So there you go. Let's establish a nice hot coal bed. Then we'll add a split when necessary. Alright, just want to show you. After about 2 minutes right there. That's what we're looking like. Nice draw. Nice draw. Of course it's not burning clean yet, and it won't until we start burning down to a coal bed. Then we'll be adding a small split at a time to maintain our temps. Alright, so this is probably about 7 minutes in. Let me just show you. That's what we're looking like. Complete combustion air, burning super clean. Temp is up to 208. I don't wait for this thing to come up to complete temperature. I want to get some early smoke on the meat. And what I have here is eye of round and sprayed down with cold water. And this is Sal's Root Boy #1 rub that I put into a spice grinder. And I pulverize it down to little itty bits. Alright, so let me just get that on there. And I got my temp probe in there, and so that's what we're looking like. Let's close this back up. Now I put the meat in early before the pit's up to total temperature, because meat will take on more smoke at a lower temp. That's why I spray it down with cold water every 15 minutes, half an hour at the beginning of the cook, because it's cooling down the surface of the meat, which is going to help form that smoke ring. You guys know what the deal is. Look at that. There ain't no waiting around. In less than 10 minutes I got my meat on the pit. So you can say what you want about this exhaust fan and drafting air through here. I mean, if it speeds up the whole process, I mean, why not use it, right? Hey, why not? So just to remind you, wide open, wide open. Of course, that's wide open. Push that air through that pit. Control your temp with the splits that you add. Don't let your coal bed burn down to nothing before you throw in a big old log. Throw in small splits more frequently. So there you have it. Look at that. Super clean within 10 minutes. There you go. Alright, we're settling in around 240, 243 right now. Let's take a look. There you go. Burning clean, just like that. I'm not ready to throw in another split yet. But we're going to have to stay on top of it because of the way that this mulberry burns. So, yeah, let's throw another one in. It'll catch quick. Keep that coal bed. That's the key. Alright, let's take a look here. Now, like I mentioned, mulberry is hard to coal, and I was having a hard time maintaining a coal bed and getting temps over 240. Now I'm up to 260. So what I had to do is I added a couple of these small splits of oak just to jump start things and keep that hot coal bed going. Now we're able to bring up the temp. So just like I said, mulberry doesn't coal very well, so I won't be doing that as my main source for maintaining a coal bed. I have to mix it in with oak. So there you go. I'll just alternate and add these small splits of oak. So it's burning nice and hot. There you go. We're rocking now. There you have it. Alright, so we're maintaining 255, 253 for the past 5 minutes here. And as you can see, we're running fairly clean. So let's take a look down here at the... See that? You got complete ignition of this split here. You know, it's in that sweet spot right now where you got a nice hot coal bed and your logs or your splits are burning nice and clean. I mean, that's the sweet spot right there. Of course you're going to have a nice clean smoke with that. Now the key for me is whenever you add a new split, I mean, it takes a little while for those splits to reach that point, you know, to where you do have clean smoke. So why not put smaller splits more frequently? That way they're not going to smolder as long. Alright, maintaining 262. Let's take a look, see what our coal bed... Oh yeah, see that? Complete ignition on those. They're burning nice and clean. Throw another split on there. Now all I could say is, you know, that draw fan, it's maintaining a hot coal bed, and whenever you throw in a new split, they're igniting quickly. I mean, you could see that. And that's the whole name of the game for me right there. And using the clean burn basket, which contains the hot coals, you know, I think that's also another key to my whole setup here. You know, if all the hot coals were all spread out down on the bottom grate, it might not work as efficient as everything being nice and tight and held. And so that definitely plays a part in the efficiency of this setup. So alright, just threw on another split of mulberry, small split as you can see, and see that it's burning clean. Minimal smoke with a brand new split in there. The thing about the exhaust fan, it's moving that air, moving that air, moving that smoke, moving that smoke. So even when you throw a new split on there, you get some of that smoke, but you know, it's flying over top of the meat so fast, it's not going to be overly smoky, you know. So there you have it, folks. Heavy metal style. Alright, one last point I'd like to make about this stick burner here. You have to be vigilant and pay attention to your hot coal bed here, because if you're just off doing whatever, not paying attention, and you're watching monitoring a temp probe, you know, you got your Maverick in your pocket or whatever, and you're just watching your temps. The thing is, all this heavy metal is radiating heat, so the temperature in the pit is staying nice and steady, consistent temp, which you're looking for. But the thing is, you're losing your hot coal bed. And by the time you realize it, then you're throwing in splits, and then they're smoldering because you don't have that established hot coal bed in there. So you got to pay attention, you got to be vigilant. Maintain that coal bed. That's the key. Well, at least it is for me. Alright, so 2.5 hours, 135 internal, nice medium rare. Pit's still chugging along at 255, that's my hot coal bed. Hey, look at that. It's gonna make some nice roast beef sandwiches. Oh, and I know the flavor of that Sal's root boy rub is gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, nice and medium rare. So all we gotta do now is tin it lightly with some aluminum foil and let it cool. Alright, so there you have it. Okay, so after resting about 2.5 hours, can you see that? Look how juicy that is. I'm not going to squeeze my meat here, I don't need to. You can see how juicy and tender that is. But I have to tell you, this is smoky, but not overly smoky, not house fire smoky, but it is smoky. But it's not that great of a smoke ring, a little bit of a smoke ring. But the thing is, you definitely smell some smoke. Alright, dearie, we need to slice a little bit of this up nice and thin, right? Alright, sweetie, come on there and get a taste of this. Mm-hmm. Alright, there you go.
That's really good.
Nice mellow kind of aromatic smoke flavor to it. Not house fire smoke. Nice mellow smoke. And that flavor from the root boy rub is amazing.
I was just going to ask, what kind of rub did you use?
Root boy, of course.
Very good.
Yeah. That nice rare smoky roast beef. Gonna put some horsey sauce on there. Well, Mrs. HFB is gonna put that horsey sauce. Good stuff. Not overly smoky, but definitely smoky. Right on, people.